I grew up in Santa Rosa, California, and my father was a Honda motorcycle dealer when Honda first got to the United States, and then got the car franchise, and that's how I got introduced to the automobile business and ran my parents' dealerships when I met Rick.
We were the largest Honda dealer in the country in our stores in Cleveland and Akron, Ohio.
It was really clear that we both were very passionate about the Honda franchise. It was very new to the United States. We had just a lot in common about our business enthusiasm. That pretty much got us talking, and I ended up moving from California to Akron, Ohio when we got married in 1980.
We had bicycle shops in Ohio, several of them around the whole state. We would have kids come in, look at bicycles, and we just knew that they couldn't afford one. So we put this program together, wanting to help these kids, so we started getting bikes away. We started with 100 bikes of our own.
Then we decided to ask the community to help us, and we discovered that people had bicycles in their garages that their children had outgrown. So we said, hey, bring your old bicycle to us.
And through churches and other charities, we'll give it to a needy child for the holidays.
And that's how it got started, and it was just a great way for the community to give as well.
We got to Florida because of Honda. In 1983, they were going to come out with a Japanese luxury car. Because we're the largest dealer, they offered us the opportunity to have our accurate dealership anywhere in the country. We chose South Florida.
With our Bikes for Kids as really our only focused foundation to give back to the community, we were thinking, how can we expand this here in Fort Lauderdale? And that's when we were introduced to the Boys and Girls Club.
Of course, we didn't know a lot about the Boys and Girls Club. So we went to a couple of the clubs and they showed us around and told us what their mission was.
It was a great partnership for an avenue for us to get our bikes to those children. So we expanded our relationship with them and really got involved with the Boys and Girls Clubs and saw such a need here in the community.
They've literally raised millions of dollars in the Boys and Girls Club to see that young men and women were able to improve their quality of life and to see hope and aspirations for the future.
So everybody getting A's?
Yes.
I was so proud when Rick was chosen in 2000 as Entrepreneur of the Year, which was my first exposure to NSU.
After I had received the Entrepreneur Hall of Fame honor from NSU, Ray Ferraro asked me to be on the board. I told him I would think about it, but when I got back to my office, it wasn't within 10 or 15 minutes that Wayne Huizinga called me, and he says, I recommended you for the board and we really need you there. That's how it happened. I'm grateful ever since that I had this opportunity to serve on the board.
After Rick getting on the board, I was invited to many of the board retreats, and we joined the ambassador board and made so many friends from the board and loved that camaraderie.
It's great to be on a winning team, and I very much enjoy being on the Buildings and Grounds Committee for over 15 years. Being part of these buildings going up it's just been exciting for me to see that growth.
When Rick and I wanted to do something for the Capitol campaign, we were looking for something we could get passionate about. That's kind of, how we are. We said, you know what, let's do the arena and we'll really put ourselves behind it.
Well, the arena at Nova Southeastern University getting a new name. The 300,000 square foot venue on the Davie campus will now be called Rick Case Arena.
By having our name on the arena, we're going to have events here that'll draw people here that have never been to this campus before. The future of NSU has to be undergraduate and local students here that need a university to go to. We wanted to take a step further with these kids from the Boys and Girls Club and the ones that really wanted to go to college, and we wanted to set up a program to assist them the opportunity to do that, and we worked out the program with George Hanberry, and the kids at the Boys and Girls Club are benefiting from it today.
It was a moment of happiness because I've been a Boys and Girls Club member for about 5 or 6 years now. The Rick K Scholarship, it covers all undergraduate funds that I will need. I'm studying biology to become either a dentist or a pharmacist.
I've been going to the Boys and Girls Club for about 6 years. I didn't hear about the scholarship until they called me that morning, and my mom gave me the phone and told me that I'll be getting a full scholarship for 4 years at Nova Southeastern University.
I want to introduce to you Mr. Rita Patterson.
Oh, wow.
Meet Mr. and Mrs. Rick Case.
I'm so happy. We wanted so much for the scholarship program to go to the Boys and Girls Club kids that have come to the club and, you know, got good grades because of the support.
I have all A's and B's this semester, and I believe I will have all A's and B's for up to 4 years.
It's our pleasure to be able to provide you with that scholarship.
I'm going to find cures for world's problem, and I'm going to give back donations back to the Rita Case Boys and Girls Club to help out everyone and to make sure everybody gets to school.
Anyone receiving the President's Award of Excellence in Community Service has to share the same core values of the university. Rick and Rita are exemplary that their word is their bond and integrity is their life.
We want to make sure that everybody that we can touch has an opportunity at a better life in South Florida, whether it's through the Boys and Girls Club, education in the universities or the schools. This community has been so good to us. So in South Florida, we really want to give back.
We do everything we can to thank this community for what they've done for us and for our children and for our family and for our future. Hey, we're just getting started. We're here for the long run, so we plan on giving back to Broward County for many years to come.